안녕하세요 여러분, Hallyu Reviews입니다.
Hey y'all, I'm Shamra and I'm here with my girl Sabrina, and we are Hallyu Reviews, two Americans who are swept up in the Korean wave as it reaches across the globe. We have a love of all Korean music, but we're reacting to Utopia in the Japanese version today, and so we love Japanese music as well.
We do, particularly their ballads, which Utopia isn't
so
a
good.
ballad per se, but
It's not, but Japanese ballads are just, ooh.
So Utopia, admittedly, my favorite version of Utopia is the Korean version, and this is the Japanese version, but this is the version that's first listed on the ATEEZ channel. So that's why we're going to take a listen to the Japanese version. It's probably going to get blocked. We're going to try it anyway because we're trying to follow along with the MVs.
Here we go, y'all. Ooh, I like that transition.
I love that one. I guess that's really hard to hear in Japanese.
I'm glad that was still in English though.
Ooh, I like his shirt.
Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, that's pretty.
Oh, so he's actually rapping in Japanese, isn't he?
But I missed Fix On.
I don't know if he has to song.
He didn't say Fix On. I was waiting. He didn't say Fix On. I was listening. Ooh, that was hot. One went down and another one came up.
I really like that color on him. Like teal or whatever it is. I really need his part to be in Korean.
Ooh, Masami.
That sounds a little more similar. That song right here.
I did not know that was his part. I always thought that was Young.
Oh, the call and response.
That's pretty.
For the most part, the Japanese version of that is perfectly fine. But Jungho's parts, I really feel the difference in the Jungho parts, which is crazy because my favorite Japanese songs are ballads, and he's
That's true.
singing pretty ballady in those sections, but it's just that I know those parts in Korean that it feels so off. Like it's too dissimilar to the Korean that it strikes me as like my ear doesn't know it 100%. It's like it's not quite right. So for the most part, it didn't bother me that it was in Japanese, but Jungho's part did. I really needed to hear that part in Korean. But I love that they kept what was in English still in English,
Agreed.
which makes perfect sense. But for whatever reason, a lot of K-pop groups will change English lyrics. We've noticed this in a Stray Kids song or two. To me, when there's that change, obviously Three Racha knows much more about music than I do. I'm sure they're done intentionally for a reason. But then it, as an international fan, I recognize the English much faster than I can maybe memorize the Korean or the Japanese, and so having that stability of
throws
keeping
the
that
balance
English,
off.
it does. It does a
got
little
you.
bit. But this I thought was superb. It didn't bother me much when it switched back and forth, except for Jungho's lines. But I don't get the MV. The MV had nothing to do with the Utopia.
Didn't it though? Like I feel like it did, because I feel like the
How so?
white kind of like heavenly colors that they have, and then you have like the bright colors. Like it was all very bright colors. Like you had bright yellow, bright blues, like sky blues, like I don't know. And I love
Really?
it. Yeah, I don't know.
They were bold colors.
I don't-
Like the teal on Jungho. Like I really liked the teal.
Well, that was
on
like
him.
his wardrobe. I'm talking about like the background. Like the background of the
Oh.
music video was like that bright yellow and that bright blue, and it would transition from the white to the bright yellow and the blue. I don't know. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. I could see like utopian like vibes with that.
But like, what made it utopian?
I don't know. Isn't utopian like your idea of like a perfect place, and so white would be like heavenly almost, and then like the blues and the yellows like taking me to the beach, baby. Let's go. Like
I guess, but I just
it was almost
But
like the
this-
same blue from Wave.
right, which would make sense because they're, I believe, off of the same like series. Like I think they're actually literally off that same
I found
album.
the same album.
But it's that series, the treasure series and everything, and they're like, sailing to find the treasure or whatever. Like we've heard that in.
So you felt like the bright yellow with the sun, and then
Yeah,
like
but-
even Yo song had like a drape kind of that was like yellow or like behind him, I think.
I was expecting like a journey, like we're seeing Utopia. Even at the end of Wonderland, we see Wonderland. We see the door open to
Okay.
Wonderland. Of like we have all these obstacles in our way, and we're trying to get to Wonderland. So for the song that comes right after this, maybe they were going for more abstract, and so maybe that's why we don't really see anything concrete in this except for the members. And then
Well, I
that
think
one
Utopia
light
is what you
above.
make it, and so I love that they had it like
Fair enough.
Abstract.
Fair enough. But it was like so abstract. It felt like it was just like a Studio Zoom performance, or no, is it called Studio Tune? The one where it's just like the flashing lights in the background. Like
I got
felt,
you.
It felt more like that because I just wanted to kind of see a little bit more utopian, like a utopian.
yeah.
quality.
But how are they supposed to describe Utopia if it's
Very
individual
valid
to their
point.
person?
Very valid point. I just didn't get it by watching that video.
I got it. I got you guys. I got you. I understand. I understand where you're coming from.
I get it in the song. I don't see it visually, is all I'm saying. But I know Utopia is one of my absolute favorites, and I know
Such
that
a good
it's
song.
it's reportedly one of Yuno's favorites. He loves to perform it a lot. It starts out with him, and I've seen different performances, and they very much go with kind of that wave background,
They
like
do,
that
and I
color palette and
totally
all
got
that.
that in the
So
song.
I definitely get the connection to the album. I just don't get the connection to Utopia.
Well, what is Utopia to you?
I just, like you said, it is personal to the person, but I think that there are elements, like, for instance, you mentioned white. The assumption is that heavenly, angelic qualities are utopian. When, I mean, if you were born to be a diva and burn in hell, then that's not going to be utopian for you. It's all I'm saying. So,
One of my favorite quotes is, I saw it, my aunt used to have it on her, in her bedroom, and it was like, say good morning so the devil knows you're awake every day. Like,
I mean,
yes,
not today,
rule
Satan,
the day.
but, like, I mean, I get that, like, trying to appeal to the masses and the most number of people or whatever, but that's never seemed to be an issue for them before. They've never cared that it didn't apply to everyone. So, like, this just seemed insanely abstract. This was like Purple Rain. Like, it was more of a choreography video. Like, we saw them dancing. more than storytelling. Which, if that's the purpose, then well done. But it wasn't listed as a choreography video. It was listed, or a dance practice, or whatever. But it just felt that way. That's all I'm saying. Perfectly lovely. I just have very high expectations, I guess, for ATEEZ and their storytelling ability, and I didn't feel the story in this one as much as I have in previous MVs. That's all.
Okay, I will say after Illusion,
right?
I got Wonderland. You. And Wonderland, I got you. I understand where you're coming from.
They're just say my name. This felt more like Hala Hala, like where you weren't really seeing much of the story, but the story was being told through the choreography. So maybe the choreography is telling the story. Maybe that's what I'm missing.
Okay.
Maybe the choreography in Utopia is telling the story, and so that's why they're focused on it. And I missed it. Because in Hala Hala, they snap their necks, and you see them go from ATEEZ to Hallyu, and they're introduced, and you end up with Yeosang.
Yeosang's left after
it's Wooyoung is the only one who doesn't snap his own neck, which always confused me. Because then you go into Yeosang is the one who's trapped. So I don't know. So this just felt like there should have been more storytelling, but I wonder if it's in the choreography.
The choreography was good.
It is really good.
It's great choreography.
And I know it begins with, traveling. So he is
and they're all kind of
traveling
throughout. If you pay attention, they come in the middle and then they all kind of go out and then they all come back together again.
Okay.
I feel like.
So maybe the Utopia is them being together. Because the treasure...
8 makes one team.
The treasure lore talks about they find the treasure in themselves.
8 makes one team. I love it.
So where does this fall at the end of the treasure series?
I don't know.
I'm wondering. So anyway... that's the problem with being an avid fan, because then you have lots of questions, and I'm like, well wait, I know that they're capable of so much, and they can only do so much in so much
But we also
time.
love to dive in and just have these conversations and been like, okay, what did you think of this?
If you are fans of ATEEZ and you are along for this journey of our crazy questions and trying to figure it all out, make sure that you like and subscribe down below so they can see more of our ATEEZ content as it's coming out.
And if you have the answers,
leave them
in the comment section, because we read every comment.
We do.
We want to know.
We really do. And we are still relatively baby 18, so we are learning as we go along, and we appreciate 사랑해요, all of the viewers who are helping to fill in the gaps in our knowledge. We have great gaps in our knowledge, but we want to know more, so let us know.
So true.
And if you're fans
of drama, you like drama, check out Hallyu Reviews, where we tell you which dramas to watch, must watch, or completely skip, y'all. Save the trauma of a bad drama. Until next time. Annyeong.